Sonny,
robots have nothing to do with it.
but Sonny, why are we called that?
Okay. As if you don't know one. Okay, so
I already know this isn't gonna work, people, but go on.
This is gonna work. It's gonna be fantastic. Let me tell you right now. Okay, we're gonna have merch and everything one day. Okay, listen. Okay, so we have this mutual friend. Her name is Chrissy. If you ever meet her, she's gonna go like this to you.
With her cloud
phone. We like to say things like, "Don't make us smell the chloroform." So anyways, but so Chrissy is a very dear soul, and so anyway, one day she was having a particular hard time, and she said to us, Tina and myself, that's her name. My name is Sunny. She had said that, just in case people don't know,
it's on the screen.
So anyway, so what happened is during that time we were all kind of having a hard time. She said something very interesting to me that's always stood out, and she said, "Isn't it interesting that sometimes you walk around with people in your daily life, and yet it's the people in the box that care more about you than the people you know in your daily life." There are times these girls in the box, and you'll be meeting them. Hands gang, we'll bring them on one at a time. Not today. The whole point being is, as someone who deals with depression and anxiety and kind of always fights it, and as time as the show goes on, like some of those things will come out as to why Tina and why we deal with those things. It was very interesting to me that these women could know just through a text message or anything that I'm not doing it correct. Or I can read that too. Like we do this thing where I'm not going to.
Funniest thing I've ever seen. Did it out of nowhere one.
The thing is that sometimes these people in the box sometimes know you better than those people that you work with, or even the people you live in a house with, or and it just occurs to me that we live in a world that social media has become so prevalent in our lives that so many of our friends are on social media. And so anyway, the whole point of this show is to be really funny, to be off the cuff, to talk about whatever we want to. So we're going to talk about things like conspiracy theories, scary movies,
Glitch in the Matrix.
Yes.
I think we'll get in depth of how we met too, because I just want to mention that we all did meet on Twitter, and we all fell head over heels over the same actor, different characters.
What's his name? I quit him.
Henry Ian Cusick, who's a legend.
That's right. If you've ever seen Lost, he was Desmond Hughes.
He also played Jesus Christ.
He did.
Marcus
so
Kane.
If you yell at Jesus Christ, he might turn around.
On the 100. He's we were Marcus lucky Kane, enough. Yeah. Both of us.
Dr. Jonas Lear on the passage.
Right. Which was that it got canceled, but
my personal favorite was when he was Tommy Volker.
Yeah. Come on, he's yeah, okay. Tommy Volker was awesome, but Willie.
He was a bad guy. Tommy Volker was a bad guy, but there was something about him sitting on that couch. Like, okay, so I'm not demented, okay? But if you know the Tommy Volker character, when I say he was sitting on the couch, he was watching someone be murdered, but he looked extremely turned on. So I should not be liking this character at all. But still, he's a bad character, yeah.
Just so you're literally getting a glimpse of this maniac not being psychotic at all. Not at all. So she was turned on by him being turned on by someone being murdered. So yeah, it's cool. But anyway, that's how we met, and we eventually turned Twitter comments into Twitter
DMs. That was my first snort on the show.
What?
Did you hear me snort? I said it was my first snort on the show. We should record a call, and every time someone says a bad word or something, and we have to block it out, it could just be me snorting.
Anyway, just to finish that, we were lucky enough to meet him in person and on Zoom. And he's a really good guy. So if you don't know who he is, we're going to link some stuff below.
I don't even care. I quit him.
Sonny's been quitting him, I think, for 2 years?
No, it's been... So Ian does these cameo things?
Right behind you.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That's him! Andy, oh look, I'm wearing the same shirt.
Let me tell you,
Yeah.
she didn't edit that. That's real. She took
I
that
do
picture.
own other clothes. I just like to point out, for instance, I'm wearing an orange dress in the other picture. Okay, so anyway, so here's the thing. I'm a single lady.
Can you believe it? Us, right?
Can you believe we're not obnoxious?
The sex appeal with I don't
The
know.
sex appeal alone, you
I
guys.
got hair in my mouth. I do.
Just pretend I'm bummed out, okay? Okay, so anyway, but if chubby chaser chasing is your thing, go ahead, give us a
Oh
call.
my God! Shut up! Don't talk about yourself like that.
I was talking about you.
I don't know why we're friends. Like I'm not sure how this lasted, because all she does is put me down, you guys. And she made me feel awful. And what she did to my friend one time, she's a one upper. She literally, my friend was having a crisis and she was in her room and her lights weren't working. And instead of Sunny going, how
Sounded
can
like
I
it was
help
like
with
getting
the
a pitch
lights?
black, and like bats were flying around, and somebody was beating on a window.
Sunny was serious. Why don't you tell them how you helped?
Let me tell you how I did. Okay. Number one, when people lose things, I like to point out that it's got to be around here somewhere.
Oh,
But anyway, listen.
I don't know.
Okay, so she mentioned she had those little lights that like go around like the corner of your room, so like gamers will know what I'm talking
Oh, I
about.
didn't tell it good
My
enough.
son has
Okay.
them in his room. I do have a child. So anyway, so her lights weren't working. She had a light on her desk. She wasn't in the pitch black. And I said, let me tell you about something creepy.
She wasn't in the pitch black. She's already trying to make excuses. Go ahead. Go ahead, one upper.
So I'm sitting, so I'm out doing laundry in my garage. If you haven't figured out, that's where my laundry stuff is.
Oh my
Okay, so
God.
anyway, so there was this really weird, creepy blue light that came into my garage through
Infinite
the
source of
veil,
light.
and there's one little hole in there, one little hole in the garage door, and this weird, bright blue thing of light came from my garage, lit up the entire garage, and so I'm trying to tell the girls how it freaked me out, and they all basically just went like this at me. So they just stared with dead eyes, like it was like being on the movie It.
Well,
Like,
the thing is, I told Sunny. I feel like if I told her Sunny, I'm out of milk, Sunny'd be like,
I
I
got
got,
cows backyard. I can go get milk whenever I want.
why don't you just tell the
I don't
joke?
really do that. So
And
she
she
wasn't engaged
just
with my
interrupted me again because she wants to have the whole show to herself, and she could
Okay,
do
you go
that.
ahead. You go
This
ahead.
may be the last episode already.
You can't leave me. I love you.
I like you too.
Oh, my God.
I love
okay,
you.
can we get back to the thing we were talking about?
I don't even remember where we were.
Okay, we were talking about that cameo and why I quit Ian. Okay, so let me just tell you, as a single lady, I haven't had a date in about over a decade.
Oh, you say it to the world, and you get mad at me for telling Ian. All right, go ahead.
Well, she told my favorite actor that I had not kissed anyone in a very, very long time.
I was trying to help her.
And this was his face. And then he smiled like a laugh. I think it made him feel very awkward, like poor guy. But I, on the other hand, was going like this, and I was like, Tina, shut up. We have it on recording. We'll let you guys watch it sometime.
No,
Anyway,
we can't.
okay, no, you guys cannot watch it. Tina said no. Isn't that mean? She's so cruel. Anyway, so this guy does a cameo. He's wearing a blue shirt. It's freaking open. It's not closed. There's a candle flickering. Freaking playing a ukulele, I think. I can't remember what was in his hands. The backdrop was a pool and like all these like.
Wait, he didn't have his ukulele in his hand?
And stuff. What else was going on? Oh, his hair looked all good. Like, and then he does this cameo where it just messed me up. Like, it didn't just kind of little bit like mess me up. It messed me up. And if you're a single lady who like takes pride in their body, like I'm gonna be flashing it to everybody, and then your favorite actor gets on. Like, why can't, here's my thing. Why can't he just do one cameo in a parka and a beanie? Like, just one.
Okay. I don't like to agree with Sunny because most of the time she's wrong. You're gonna see it for yourself. But in this case, okay.
I was right on the money.
No, well, yes, okay. He was incredibly sexy. I don't know if he did it on
He could take
purpose.
a picture back there. He could bring up himself in that picture.
Yeah, okay. But to be fair, Sonny, he is sexy in all his cameos. I mean, that one happened to be like from 1 to 10.
Yeah, but it was like somebody hired him to be like, be the sexiest you could ever be. And he was like, on it.
It was just everything was in sync. That's what it was. Everything was in sync. He didn't have his.
I was not in sync. And so, anyway, so like it messed me up. That night, I have never eaten chocolate angry in my life. In my life, I've never eaten chocolate.
I can attest to this. I've never seen an angry chocolate eater. I mean, she was yelling at me. She was yelling at Chrissy. I think one of our other friends, Lulu, might have been there.
No, it was just me, you, and Chrissy. Here's the thing. Chrissy has a big freaking crush on Christopher Maloney from SVU. Ian was also on that show. Okay, so anyway, it was a 2-time cameo. And so anyway, so I'm like all irritated. And that night, I'm eating like I ate carne asada, like French fries, like I was all angry eating, right? So like, it was the first time Tina and I ever ate together, and I was like,
yeah, we had dinner together. Yeah.
yeah, like if I could just like, I have nothing around here that I could pretend is a fork. And then I think, what was that? Can you still hear me? That was bizarre. It's like someone's mad at me. Did it break? Say something.
Hello? Sonny, what's your problem?
Dude, somebody else is talking in my freaking headphones. Right?
Stop. Okay, get to that story after. Stop freaking me out.
See, I'm not even hearing you. I'm only hearing you on. Should we pause and charge up my headphones real quick?
Take the headphones off. Let's see what you sound like with it.
Let's do it, girl. Can
You're
you
good.
Hear me?
Keep going.
Okay. So I had messaged Tina and I said something along the lines of, Ian, me up. Something along those lines now. Like, I don't remember exactly because I was in the mood. And so we end up eating dinner together. I like ordered out, which I don't always do, but I was like, I'm getting myself carne asada fries, even though I've been like off of meat, right? Always for one. And so anyway, so I'm angrily eating these carne asada fries, and then Chrissy gets on the call, and Christy starts sharing 400,000 pictures of Christopher Maloney.
The exaggerator is here. Go ahead.
Okay, so maybe it was like 10 or 15 pictures, but the point being
No, it was more than that.
is I was not in the mood to see any man at that point, right? And so, but I mean, at least it wasn't Ian, which would have really even messed me up.
Ian, if you watch this, I am so sorry.
Ian knows I love him. So,
Are you okay?
How long has SVU been on? And I was like, 56 years! And both of them froze, and then Chrissy has like no response and just goes, can you see that picture? Right, of Christopher Maloney on the phone because she's sharing her screen through Messenger. And I'm like, I know these pictures on your phone!
How can you be angry while you're eating chocolate?
I have no one.
I don't either, but I'm literally like, I'm so happy when I eat. Like, I'm rocking up and down. I'm eating slow. Apparently, yeah, I'm eating slow.
Not that day, because at that point I was like, no one's ever going to love me. And
I love
anyway,
you.
and if they do, they're not going to be as good looking as Ian.
Maybe people do say it. I literally just said I love you and you ignore me. How do you know other people haven't said? Because you weren't talking. Listen. Hey, Sonny.
Yeah. Really?
No, I don't have it. You do.
Yeah, so I'm not going to say what I pick up signals about, but I pick up signals. And so, like, it's kind of funny. So, like, if Tina doesn't even have to message me in the morning, but I could wake up and know she's having a bad day. Like, I just know. Like, I don't know how I do that. But
She's always wrong.
You are so okay.
No, it's fun. It's true. Like I also feel Sunny when it's weird. I think we have talked about being empathetic, and this is something different. Like when you empathize with someone, you feel what I feel what you feel. But when you're not talking and you're in California and I'm in New York, like how does that even work? We've never
Right.
we never met each other in person.
We're like so close. Like we talk every
We're
day.
not that close.
She Lions after something. Yeah, no, she's lying. She's beautiful right now. And so look at your face like you're all offended. And
You
so, anyways, and the thing is, like, one of the reasons we want to do the show is because we think we're so funny. Like, we laugh all the time, but if history tells us anything, that we're the only ones who think we're funny. Because, no, listen. When we're on the call with the girls, especially when we're on with just Chrissy and Lulu, they literally just sit and stare at the screen like this.
I imagine
Like there is this Kanye West thing where he's like in an interview or something and is like
we have the opposite
so
effect.
confused.
We have
And
the
I feel
Is it not even like sometimes they're like laughing about something else and we tell a joke and all of a sudden they're mad?
they're mad.
She got so mad at me that day. We were doing something. Sometimes we play games on these calls, and it was like a hypothetical question: if you could get a free plane ticket anywhere, and I was like, I want to go to my country in Albania, and Lulu goes, "You want to come to France?"
She was so mad. And then I who said, I don't think there's anywhere I need to go right now. Like, like I have nowhere to stay if I go. Like I'm all too way too logical
I
about
know.
it.
It's like shut the up and pick a place.
The only person who got in trouble was Tina. Like, why are you not coming to France? Nobody else got in trouble because they said, I'm gonna fly to Disneyland. I'm gonna fly to Florida so I can go to Walt Disney World.
Oh my god.
Put on my ears.
So I just want to mention too I think you mentioned this, Sonny, but we're both horror fans. We're both uh
Not horror fans, but horror.
horror. Well,
We just want to make it clear. I think we've already specified, but now you know.
right. Conspiracy theorists, not hardcore, but we'll get more into that. And glitch in the Matrix.
What do you want to talk about? April Fool's. What is it cute? Okay, I'll come down. Listen, we just gave him a bath and I trimmed him up myself. Anybody needs a trim, I'll give the money.
Sonny sends me a picture of the cat sitting in her lap and goes, "Someone needs to shave." Such a bad joke. Like, shut up. But it did make me laugh.
No. Tell him the bad joke our favorite actor says.
Ian, I'm sorry, but that joke. So Ian likes to do I think one joke over and over again, and it goes to the effect of, and he has this sexy accent, so it is cute. Shall I tell you something? And then he waits, and then he goes something, and then he laughs.
But I think that's us too, because when Tina and I try to tell jokes, we laugh so hard at our own jokes. Like, there's times I can't even get through my joke when I'm trying to tell it. Like, and then I'll record these stupid little videos that I think are so funny, and then I'll post them, like to Tina or something. And I will post the one that works and makes sense, and then later I have to post the bloopers because like the bloopers are so
Yeah.
funny.
Oh yeah. We gotta include that in later episodes. But the thing is, I think this is why. Just a little behind the scenes. We don't really want.
Your chair keeps sinking down again.
What?
You notice how my head is lower again? This chair is like.
Sonny has the attention span of a fly. So we don't want to do scripted because we find the funniest stuff happens just literally like Sonny said off the cuff, and we are in tears sometimes. The things that come out of our mouths. Maybe you guys could tell us. Maybe we're not funny. We're just annoying.
No, don't tell us. We want to believe we're funny. Don't have people tell us we're not funny.
Well, you're an aspiring actress that just tried one time and gave up, right?
No, I'm an aspiring writer.
Oh, we will be doing fic minutes along with. We're coming up with a couple concepts.
Get my fic ready.
So, no,
We don't have to.
no. Let me just take a. I love Sunny's fics, and I am always up for a fic. The problem with Sunny's fics are they're incredibly hot, and they're based on Marcus Kane, uh, who was on the 100, played by Henry Ian Cusick, and he's like a really sexy character. And what Sunny does and multiplies that by 100, and basically like
I'll be right back. My dog's crying.
she always does. This is what she does. We're in the middle of our first episode, and she gets it.
Don't get mad.
Very unprofessional. It's
He
like,
wasn't gonna stop.
it's gonna take her 56 years to get back. Oh, here she is.
You could have just kept talking about my crazy get thing.
No, I did. I was talking, but not about your fix, but about you. So, are you gonna read us? We're gonna link these. Sunny, are these fics you're gonna be reading from available? Because I know people ask you to read your fics.
They do ask me to read my fics. I think some will be mostly Tina. My favorite thing about Tina is the noises she makes. I've never had such a great compliment.
Yeah, I can't. I didn't know until she pointed it out. Just to be fair, they were involuntary.
So some of them, what I'll do, I think, is just kind of give a premise of what's going on.
Premise.
I don't know, like how graphic should they be? Like,
Well,
should I read how they really are, or
I think you should read maybe a minute's worth. This way, people can go read the rest themselves. As far as graphic, I think because we're a new channel, we have to be careful.
you're like, okay, I'm not going to read this part. It's a little graphic.
That's like your whole thick. Someone's
What
always.
do you want from me? Good times. Oh, it's past 2. I can't drink that all.
Why?
My medicine. I had a kidney transplant. In case you're...
Yeah, actually, I love that you can joke about it, but yeah, Sunny, we're gonna get deeper into that if she would like.
Yeah.
She's very
But
strong.
You can become a donor at www.organdonor.gov.
Yes.
So
She
we'll probably post that from time to time. So if anybody ever does want to be a donor, so
literally saved Sunny's life. She wouldn't be here.
Yeah, it's huge.
She wouldn't be annoying me, So it works for everybody.
I couldn't be this funny unless I got a kidney out. I'm just kidding. I was very funny on dialysis as well.
No, I think it was the kidney. I thought you said you weren't funny before.
No, I was always funny.
Yeah, her voice just changed. Right.
I want to make it clear. I've always been funny.
Yeah.
Can I have your number? Can I get it? Oh, you just want to sit and laugh? I got you, girl. You do your thing. I'm gonna be over here. But girl, can I get your number? Can I have it? What's your name? Hey girl, what's your name?
Tina.
Tina? Tina, that's a beautiful name. Yeah, girl, I like that. So listen, I was saying, can I get your number?
No.
Can I have it?
No.
Come on, Miss Shallon. Miss Shallon.
Wait. Just to give you a little context, Sunny's very good at impersonations. I literally showed her this skit from Mad TV. The guy's name, it's a woman, plays the character's Daryl.
My name is Darrell, but
Dar-
it's spelled Darryl.
Just like that. Just ran with it. And remembers the lines, and she imitates people that she's never met. Like, she could look at their picture and imitate them, and it's really annoying because I listen to people and I can't do it. So.
Yeah, at some point in time, like after everybody meets Chrissy and Lulu and Lisa, then I'll be like, then I can imitate them.
I always wanted to ask you to imitate me, but I'm kind of nervous. Don't do it now. I think I don't even know what. I think we're.
Messenger, you
Yeah, but tell them why I do that. Okay, I send her a message in Facebook Messenger, and she doesn't answer. So I send her a real text message because I do have her number, and I tell her, go check your message because sometimes it's important. And then she's like, okay,
I mean, I don't know what I'd say anymore. It's been such a long time.
We
Did
have
you
to-
get the joke? Was it funny?
So everything you do to me is hilarious.
Did you hear that?
Except when, well, I don't think I've ever made you mad because I know like Sunny has left calls very dramatic, like I have to go, So then, like,
Yeah, that's super dramatic. I'm gonna hang up.
oh, and the best is when you hang up. I could do an imitation when we're all hanging up and we're like, "Love you." Before we could say "love you," Sunny's like, "Haha, bye," and she's just out. It's just, like what? You you talk about? I don't even know.
I even did that on on the calls, like when we were doing DreamCon, and it was like, okay, you guys, that's your time. Let's take the picture.
Yeah, you pay all this money.
And I'm like, leave meeting.
Yeah, you're such a.
Because I don't know what it is. It's like something about them kicking me out makes me feel less than. So like, I'm gonna leave back.
All right, listen, we have to wrap this up because we went over. Thank you for watching.
Like, subscribe. We're on Twitter, TikTok, and Instagram.
All links are below.
Links are below. And keep an eye out for merch.
We're not close to that. We really appreciate you guys watching. We are going to be putting out videos once a week with highlights. We would really appreciate it if you sub. And we will, I think, Sunny, will be a little more structured moving forward. But we want to keep it unscripted for the most part. So,
is this about me?
That's another thing. Everything's about Sunny. Very, very vain.
We just stop saying that. We know that's not true.
You clowned me. I can clown you. Like, what do you...
Oh my god. Girl clown me, girl clown me.
She says I flirt with her. This one.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Try it, Sunny. It works.
Vegas weekend.
From me and Sunny, we love you guys.
Well, you guys, we'll see you next week.
Cut.
Okay, love you.
Love you.